Hi, man. Welcome to the Bro Show. I don't know how this is gonna go. We got about a few folks in here, you know what I mean? We got Marcus, you know what I'm saying? KitchenSupplyTech.com. Go and get you some motherfucking kitchenware. If you're a cooker man, if you're a cooker woman, you know what I mean? Burn your house down and blame it on this man for selling you these pots and pans. Yes, Lord. Oh, yeah, and he a demisexual. Yeah, he in the dungeon. Yeah, he got the whips and chains. So please don't try to tie him down. All of that good stuff is good stuff. Yeah, we got Ty Tizzle on the line. She's showing her whole body figure. Yeah. It's a Thursday. It's Friday, Junior. We wilding out. I know I had the top. I thought I had the top of my wood. I got my water in me. Carl, come on, man. What the fuck? What are you doing?
Goodness, really?
Anyway, I got my water, you know what I mean? Anyway, so here we go, man. Y'all on, man. How y'all been, man? Ty sick. How you feeling, though, Ty?
Ooh. He feeling.
Yeah, we just, yeah. What's that? What you?
Tonight's sponsor is Patron.
I figured it was Patron.
Oh, what kind of bottle? That bottle is interesting. What kind of bottle was that?
This is some type of decorative Patron bottle that they was doing.
Oh, okay.
This is a liter. The liter was like $40.
Oh, that sounds like a decent price.
That's a nice bottle that you picked up.
I'm definitely keeping it.
Yeah,
that's a decent there.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Why your joint keep leaving?
I know you got a new phone.
Why I keep popping in and out?
You got
that's me.
Yeah, you doing that?
AT&T.
No, he in the dungeon. Shit, the dungeon keep recalibrating. Every time it go out, it's the muffle the girl screaming. Yes, Lord, boy. He a booty hole demon. Yes, Lord. He spread him. Go to work. Yeah.
Is that what you do, sir?
No.
Oh, you got a shot? I'm gonna take some water.
You shy? You could tell me if that's what you do.
I'm down 15 pounds, so I'm gonna just take some water.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Yeah, big work.
Are you popping pills? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Popping. Oh, I would say no.
Y'all ready?
No drugs.
What you doing, Marcus?
What you got?
I'm gonna be drinking water too.
Well, where your water at?
Where your water at, man?
It's in the living room.
Oh, he don't want to leave the dungeon because the girl.
Yeah. Marcus, let me out.
Let me out there, big Marcus.
I've been here for 20 days already.
You told me we was coming up here for chicken wings.
Did.
What a fucking chicken wings at Marcus? You ain't did nothing but brought drink after drink here. Oh, man.
And then every time I eat, I get dizzy and sleepy.
Oh, snap.
All right, let me see, man. Wait, let me try to make it bigger. Pause.
That's not a pause.
Yes, Lord.
Man, we gotta get away from this pause era, man.
Nah,
everything
it's a playful era, man. It's just playful. But yeah, I hear you. No, that's a fact though.
Wait, he's
all right, y'all. So look. Ty,
I'm coming back. Yeah,
oh, okay, you're moving around. All right. So anyway, I wanted to go ahead and just start off, man. So this is a little meme that I saw on Facebook, and I feel like it's apropos because we in this time. You know what I'm saying? Shorty said she got $13K back on her taxes, and she only gave her baby daddy 14. Baby daddy sent it back. He said that's not enough. And so the question was posed: do y'all think that's fair? And I guess fair, and we don't know any background, no circumstance, so we can't make our own interpretation. The only thing we focused on is the woman got 13,000, and we can't make the assumption that if she sent 14, he's probably doing something. So,
okay, he better be glad that she sent anything.
Oh man, he a capper. He's a capper and a caper.
So the question is what now?
The question is,
he said that's not enough. Y'all think this is fair? So the meme is assuming that of course they're not together. He's just a baby dad and I guess he begged for some money. And I mean, we don't know what fair is in this circumstances.
Okay, so
So
let's
we would have to
assume.
assume. We would have to assume.
Yeah, so let's assume just fairness in general. So 1,400 is about, just a shade over 10%, 11%, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put a percentage point on it then. And Ty, you could answer this more than anybody because you're a woman, obviously, with the grown child now. So you've gone through a multitude of years of tax returns. So how did you handle tax returns first and foremost?
When I got my tax return, my baby daddy didn't get shit. Fuck.
But
well, okay, so
was he active though?
What was the circumstances?
Yeah.
Like,
what do you mean? What are the fucking circumstances?
Was he a bad baby daddy? He ain't do nothing.
He didn't do shit.
Okay, so
okay, well that's okay. So
then, yeah.
Okay, well that makes sense. I wouldn't give him none either if I was a woman.
1,400 is probably equivalent to what he does, right?
I just think she's being generous by giving him something. She didn't have to give him anything.
Yeah.
So this is fair in that circumstances.
He is probably not doing his part anyway, and she was just being nice. But where she failed at is when she decided to tell him how much she was getting back.
That's okay. Fact, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. That's fair.
So,
well, could it be that he was in jail and needed a bail?
Who gives a fuck on Apple Pay? Come on now.
Come on, they got all types of shit in jail now.
Tonight, I'm not for it tonight with you. I don't feel good.
Nighticus.
He sent it back.
Right, he sent it back and said, "This ain't enough."
That was dumb. I'm sorry.
Period.
So he sent it back and said that ain't enough. So okay, let's just take into consideration.
I'd have been like, "Oh well."
Let's take into consideration a baby father who is supporting and is there. What does the baby father get in percentage?
Well, when you say there, what do you mean? Like, are they staying together? Like what?
Okay, let's say
they co-parenting. They good co-parenters.
Yeah, let's say they co-parent. Yeah, let's
but
say
those are her income taxes. The fuck?
Well, I mean, this got to be multiple kids.
Well, I don't like the income tax conversation, but still,
he should have his own shit.
But I mean, okay,
what is he doing to get this 13K? Because
that's like that had to be a fucking mistake that she gonna have to pay back.
I mean, a child tax credit definitely don't get you that much unless you got multiple kids.
That's what I'm thinking.
If she got 6 kids and got 13,000 back or something like that,
then that's fair. If one of the kids is his, then yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. Oh, that's absolutely fair.
Again,
just assumption.
That's a sperm donor.
So what? Okay, so in a co-parenting,
if she worked and that's what she got back, that's her income taxes. She was being generous,
right?
But at the same time, what kind of fucking income tax? What does she do for one? And then how is she getting 13,000 back?
That's why it have to be a mistake that she got it back. So she gonna end up. She don't need to be sending shit out because she
let alone screenshotting it and put it on Facebook. Now IRS gonna be like,
"Hey, what are you doing? What did you claim?"
Right. So he's ungrateful. That goes to show you that he's not doing what he's supposed to do.
Is he on child support? That's another question. If
we don't know. We don't know tonight.
Yeah,
let's assume he on child support. It's 1,400.
We ain't finna assume shit because when you assume shit, you make an ass out of you. Just you, not me. But anyway.
So the parameters. I say this. Let's look at the parameters of.
Take a shot of your drink your
So look, let's say the parameters.
Food tonight.
Let's say the parameters are co-parent relationship, good co-parenting relationship.
And they stand together.
No.
Nah, it can't. 1,400.
Right.
If y'all
I'm
stand
not talking
together,
to you. I'm talking to
no,
DeAndre.
I'm
Wait,
saying if
what
they
he
stand
asked?
together, then that's both of their 13,000.
Right, exactly. But
DeAndre,
no, because you got folks that live together.
DeAndre,
Huh?
can you finish?
Okay,
No,
go
no,
ahead.
that was it. That was it. I was setting a scenario, which is, you don't live together. Co-parent relationship, don't live together, but equally take care of the baby as well as two people can that live separately.
I say he should be grateful, and if he is on child support, he can use that to nullify it.
Man.
Some of it, something.
Yeah.
Why send it back?
Grateful that she said anything, because she could have gave his $200. Shit. What the
Yeah, bro, what are you doing, bro?
Go try to plug this damn thing in
Oh,
before it dies.
the man, 2 shots in and falling over his chair.
I know.
Oh,
Just making a ruckus.
oh shit, who
Man,
we at?
crazy, man.
Look at him.
Oh, yeah, Audie Main.
Look
Man
how
is
he all
crazy, man.
in the camera. He drunk.
Audie Main would be a great person to answer this question.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, we can't hear you. You there?
Come on, man, with that Luther
Nah,
Vandross
man,
voice.
he ain't ready.
With the Luther Vandross. What?
All right, so look. Okay, same scenario. Y'all live together. That's the only thing changed. Co-parenting. Living together ain't co-parenting, but still, people have arrangements. So living together, get the taxes back.
For me, assuming and let it be known I don't have kids. For those that don't know,
Come on, man.
Oh no, we
me-
knew you ain't had kids when you start
I know
hanging
she
people
didn't
up
know.
in your bedroom. Yes, Lord, we knew it. You don't need no kid. You ain't gonna be able to do this freaky shit you be doing. No.
Keep putting on a condom with them girls in the basement in the dungeon.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Man, the man bedroom is legendary as the twins' basement at Austin. Yes, Lord.
oh,
What?
It's-
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Yes, Lord.
He keep telling people he a demi and he a whole freak out here
Demio.
with the Birdman hair.
Demio.
Every time he
Booty hole.
unlock the dungeon, he be like, "Yeah,
dang, shawty.
Yeah.
Are
yeah.
you?
All right, go ahead, Marcus.
My bad, Marcus, man. My bad, gang. Just trying to.
Me personally, I mean, I just can't. I just can't see myself taking out of a woman's pocket. That's just my thing on it. Like I wouldn't
Respectfully.
even ask. You know, if she gives it to me, I'll probably invest it or something like that. That's just me. But to for him to say this ain't enough, but still send it back, she didn't send him anything at that point. So I don't understand, if it wasn't enough, why didn't he still keep it though? That was emotional based right there.
Nah, I agree
could've
right there.
invested
Because he ain't nothing but a biatch.
Oh, man.
Somebody
You
give
know.
you some money, you gonna send it back and say that's not enough. Oh, okay.
Hey, man,
I
we in
never
a
thought that was
sassy man
possible.
era right now. We in a sassy man era.
Well,
Guys ain't taking that shit no more.
You know what? You
Well-
can keep this shit, huh?
I'll gladly keep it, and you won't get nothing.
Fuck that. And I ain't paying child support this month. Fuck you and that funky ass 1,400.
If she send it to him, obviously he's not paying child support.
Damn,
Yeah,
so she
that's
sent
what I
him
say.
pity money.
Pity money. Pity
Maybe.
money.
I mean, I'm just trying to
Oh.
figure out, okay, what did he need to, what was he trying to accomplish if she got 13K back? But I mean, I truly think that's just a arbitrary number. I don't think that's a real figure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that just seems kind of fraud-ish to me.
we said that.
Yeah.
Man,
So
I got my
so
accountant.
maybe she was capping and said, "Nigga, I got 13K." and he was like, "Well, let me get 6,500. Let me get
Right.
half." And then she probably sent them 1,400 on some capping, trying to be what I'm saying, like and spiteful or whatever, and sent the 1,400 knowing she was capping, but she really got 5,000 back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's what
I don't
I
know.
said.
I think that's more logical to me. I don't know. I don't think
Said
13K.
I said it looks kind of iffy to me,
Yeah.
and she shouldn't be sending shit out because she gonna have to pay that shit back
Yep.
That's a
once
fact.
they catch up with her.
We telling on themselves, man.
Then you gonna
Well,
post it on Facebook.
And she
Like,
pregnant in the goddamn photo too.
is that what it? I just thought it was a gut.
yeah, me too.
Nah,
But
that's
you
a
know
pregnant.
what?
No, that looked like a gut.
If she
Nah,
so
Way
that's
happened to
pregnant.
own her
the
own
way the bottom
business,
look, that looks like a gut. That's not a pregnant stomach.
Well, these
yeah,
women need to work out these days.
damn. Um,
Well, first of all, who
on
said that?
Oh shit. My bad.
T
Hold
Mac.
on.
Knight said that, or DeAndre
What? Who said what?
about these women need to work out.
Yeah, these thoughts need to work out.
Thotties.
Now they thought.
Bodies.
Thotties. Bodies.
She definitely thought if she getting 13K.
No, somebody done
Right.
hooked her up, and they gonna catch up with her. And they
There
hey
is
Mosaic,
Just be happy with the tip I gave you. God damn.
right?
But you know what though? On the off chance that she does have her own business, she might have used that as her taxes too, along with the children.
Oh, she got the PPP again. I got you. I hear what you saying.
No, not even that. I'm talking about legit stuff, not even the PPP.
Could have a business, but if she sent him some money, he should be grateful for what he got. I'm just
Exactly.
Oh my god. I said this earlier.
what is
Yeah,
it?
look, man,
Will
y'all can
vote
hear me?
for Donald
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
because black
Yeah,
folks.
nah,
Hold on, I
shit.
got you. We can
What?
start. Yeah,
What
we gonna
does
start it up.
sneakers have to do with
Yeah, this next.
Donald Trump?
Hold
This
on, let
next. Hold on.
no,
I'm gonna
let
play it.
Adi
I'm gonna
Man
Wait,
play
he
it.
go.
got sneakers coming out, I think.
I'm gonna play it. I got you. What you
Oh,
was
fuck
gonna
that.
say?
Hold on,
No,
let
I
Adi
was
Man go.
saying about the bread situation. You know, as long as I've been on child support, I've never found the kids, and I never got nobody, nan one of my baby mamas ever said, "Hey, here go a few dollars, shit, go and spend it on yourself," type shit. So,
Mm.
like, yeah, that shit has never happened. So, dude,
So that
lucky
shit.
shit.
Yeah. So he said,
He
shit.
should
He
have took
should have
that
took
shit and just
13 and
just kept it moving,
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Mhm,
yeah,
Whatever
exactly.
it is, shit.
yeah.
You man, what? See, that's the thing. Women are way more in survival mode than men be because a man can think his way out of his situation and go
Yeah.
get a better situation for himself. A woman they always in survivability mode, so they gonna do that for the overplay for the underplay. They not looking at it. But I ain't mad at them though because you can't break bread with a nigga that ain't finna take that bread and hustle it and flip it and bring more on top of it. Like, why I'm gonna give you this shit so you can go out here and fuck
Re up,
around with
stretch
these
it and
hoes
flip
and
it.
shit.
Re up, stretch it and
Yeah,
flip it.
so I ain't mad at that shit. He should
Be
have
up
took
in the
that
club. Be
14
up in the club.
and kept it pushing shit.
Exactly. Period. Pooh.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, real
Uh-uh.
niggas,
No,
real
no.
niggas
We
be
finished. Tina.
no, real niggas be with
We're
that
finished.
13K is our 13K.
We
That's all I'm
are
saying.
fit. It's not your 13K.
No, I'm a real dude,
Mm,
and if my wife got
I hear
13K,
Brian.
if my
Yeah,
wife
but
got
see, you can't
13K,
you can't
Wife.
equate that, Joe. You keep saying your wife, so that's
Wife,
two
Hey,
bro.
different
that's
things. You
That's a whole different.
that's a whole different scenario.
A
And
real, a real
let's
dude,
take
a real
you know
dude in
what?
this situation, a real dude would be talking about his side chick, and he got a kid with her, and she got 13.
The man,
That's
two
what a
shot
real
team.
that's what a real nigga be talking about right now. He'll
Just
be talking about
another
that.
shot. Just
You a
take another
Cosby nigga,
shot of
Take
your
man.
another shot.
take
I'm gonna
another
take
shot
one
of your
with you.
Patron and
I'm gonna
just
take
be
one with you.
quiet.
come on, Adi man,
That's doing too much right
catch
now.
up.
I'm
I'm gonna
not
take
sure if
one
that's
with you.
wise if he should be taking more shots. I think
I'm
it
gonna
might
take
be
No,
one with you.
He
worse.
just needs to be quiet. That's all.
Adi
We
man, what you
already done
drinking?
discussed that. and he's sitting up here repeating.
Acting crazy. You know, T
Canada
Night is
Dry.
crazy.
It was my birthday yesterday. Come on,
So
man.
Was your birthday
Man,
yesterday?
happy birthday. Happy
Oh, y'all
birthday.
niggas
Happy
didn't even
belated
know my
birthday.
birthday.
Hell no.
even know it was
Damn.
Well,
I
we
know
forgot,
everybody's
man.
birthday.
Sorry,
These
man.
two niggas is June
that.
24. Marcus, your
man.
shit is in March, ain't it?
No, it just passed.
Oh, in January, right?
Yeah.
February
February 12th.
Hey,
4th.
happy birthday to both of y'all niggas, man.
Oh man, happy birthday, fella. Sorry, man. Damn.
That's cool.
Hey,
That's
hey,
cool.
Oh man,
Marcus.
what you
Hey,
do?
Marcus. Did the girls in the dungeon get you anything?
Oh my god.
They gave up, some cake. Fuck you talking
He
about?
Oh
Cake.
no.
gave
Was
them
they
some.
was they
He,
was they less resistant on your birthday?
man, that man had cake in his face, man. You hear me? Yeah.
The
Blowing
girls was
bubbles in
less
that
resistant.
booty.
He gave them
Oh, God.
birthday.
The girls was like, "Well, since it's your birthday, I ain't gonna scratch you this time. Go ahead."
Damn, what's up? What you end up doing, T Nighticus?
Man, I got a sinus infection.
Oh, no,
And
no
you
wonder
drinking?
you got to celebrate somehow.
Ooh.
You need a hot.
So what's the plans? You got any plans? You trying to do something this weekend or something?
Well, you know, I was in DC last week.
I thought that was for your wife's conference though.
Well, I mean, I rolled it all in one.
Oh, okay. Well,
You gotta take your wins with your. I won't say losses, but you know, you feel me.
Yeah.
I want you to do this analogy. Say it again.
No, I'm saying you gotta take your wins, but I'm
got
not gonna
you got
call
a
them
party
losses.
and work. That's all. Because his wife went for a Christian based fellowship conference, and he went for his birthday.
You
And I saw my pops.
And his pops.
How old are you now? What, 38?
37.
37.
37. Yeah, we'll be 37 this year too. As well in a few months. So
you're
Marcus,
yeah,
38.
man.
Marcus,
She
you
said you a
38, right?
Christian.
Marcus 38, right?
Yeah.
Damn, boy. So
We're
you
getting
mean
up
to tell us
there.
we got 2 more years
Getting up
before we
there.
start shackling motherfuckers up?
Hey,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
I
I
just
took
told
that the wrong way. Sorry.
I just told my wife.
Oh,
Going from mid 30s to late 30s is crazy.
Mm.
in terms of what?
Well, when you 36, you mid 30s, but 37, you late 30s now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Well, it's no and.
Nah,
It's
you
just
know what
what it is.
But the best thing about getting older is the just being here and like just more and more stuff you awakening to. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the coldest thing about life. Like you can keep getting so enlightened as the years go on. Like man.
If you pay attention.
Oh no,
I
if you pay attention for sure. Nah, matter of fact, before let me shout out this dude. I was just at the store and I had my Apple Watch died, so I couldn't pay. I was gonna pay with Apple Pay. And this dude in line saw me, man. He paid. It was like $6 or something, but he paid for me. So shout out to that dude.
Hey, a win is a win.
Yeah, oh
You gotta
God.
pay it forward.
that dude that paid for my little brother's stuff.
Oh, for
You gotta
real. Shout out to that dude, man. I think the good thing about it is, shit. The older you get, you start realizing that like not everybody is bad type shit. You feel me? So
Yeah.
that's another good thing about getting older too.
Yeah.
But what say you, T Night? So what's like?
Look at this.
So for me,
Look at this.
Look at what?
T-Nighticus.
What?
Oh, what do you do?
You ain't see them all turned around.
I was straightening up. That's what happened when you get in your late 30s. You start straightening shit up.
what's that? What's that?
Getting ready for bed and shit.
He wants to see them shoes. What them shoes is, man?
Nah,
Them
them
shoes is, man.
them the Space Jam 25s.
Let me see that.
Nah, what is them though, man?
Well,
You just got them for your birthday?
They upstairs with the box down here.
You know
Oh,
what?
okay.
T Nighticus, Ty said, is you a Christian? You a Christian man?
I had this.
Kid.
So I was so I am Christian, but I'm not the traditional Christian though.
You a preacher's kid?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Me and my mom used to church hop. We
I-
probably
Hey,
we probably a member of like 50 churches by now.
you answer my question.
I
Yeah.
still do that myself. I'm
Church
church
hop?
hopping too. Mhm.
DeAndre, the
Yes,
next
ma'am.
slide, please.
Oh, you want to check this one out? All right. So look.
As you see black support eroding from Joe Biden, this is connecting with Black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly
No,
in
that ain't
the
the
inner
whole
city.
thing though.
So when you have Trump roll out his
That's
sneaker
how it
line,
started.
Wait, hold on. Let me
It's a
restart.
better one. I just seen one earlier. It was kind of a better one.
the
That
sneaker
kind of
thing, I was on social media last night. Very interesting.
dude.
As you see black support eroding from Joe Biden, this is connecting with Black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always trumps politics. And Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen.
Question for you on that point, though.
Yeah.
Will the people that are excited about the sneakers and excited about Donald Trump, will that translate into them going out and voting?
Can I go?
I do like that quote. That
No,
culture trump politics.
no.
That quote.
If you I'm pretty sure Adi may know too. Drippy Long Stocks. He probably know that there are more white kids that are into sneakers than there are black kids.
Shit, I would venture to say there's more what I don't know, Arab, Indian. I would venture to say it's way more them. But I get where dude is talking about. But now if he would have said
black people,
definitely a stereotype for sure.
I would refuse to believe that as
black
facts,
people.
though.
As black people, we are really materialistic. That's true. But it's not just sneakers though. It's more of a style, fashion, and culture. And I think he missed the beat and just went off tangent. And he's trying to he's trying to switch the narrative that black people aren't fucking with Biden and we are fucking with Trump. And he used the sneakers to tell that narrative. But I think that's way off base. And he missed the whole point of what our culture really is about. So
is it though? So look,
people don't buy Jordans like that no more, to be honest.
Well, a few things he said were true in terms of the eroding black support for Biden. That is very true.
That shit started June 7th, January 7th, when he got elected. But go ahead.
I mean, yeah, to a degree, but it also has now spiraled with the immigration issue.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest challenge to not only Joe Biden but the Democratic governance right now. This open border situation is a threat.
But is it though?
Yes.
I mean, no, I don't want to say. Go ahead. I don't want to say this because I know we live, but you know.
I mean,
go ahead.
I think the borders
on your mind.
I think the border security
just do it respectfully. That's all. So you know. Shit.
Well, I'm just gonna say I know within our black culture, right? We will mingle with everybody, right?
We do.
I would say that in the next 10, 15 years, you're gonna have a lot of Venezuelan black mixed babies. And I think when that happens, because like how a lot of Puerto Rican people rock with us, you know what I'm saying? And we have a lot of Puerto Rican mixed people, and
well, they Afro-Latino though, you know.
Well, they already Afro-Latino, but also they're part of our culture too. That's why we allow them to say the word nigger or nigga. right? Like we don't, like most of us don't say anything when
Man, go
people.
around dropping hard ERs. You look at
Yeah, I
that.
mean, you know what I'm saying? Like we allow Cardi B to say nigga all day long, Fat Joe all day long,
Yeah.
what's 6ix9ine all day long, like you know, like they're a part of our culture. And when Puerto Ricans probably in the 70s and 80s and the Dominicans and stuff started coming over and we started intertwining with their culture and somehow they became our culture. And I feel like Venezuelans, when in the next 10, 15 years, they're going to be on the same plateau or how Puerto Ricans are with black people. And I feel like we shouldn't really look at them as a threat. The real threat is still white America. And with them allowing them to come over, but I don't think we're going to be replaced. I think that the white Americans probably should be more threatened than anything because we always survive. You just said it. Black women probably have more of a survivability than uh, black men. And I think this is a W for black culture, to be honest, in my opinion, and respectfully.
Uh okay. Um so here's the deal where I think one of the things that is happening before our eyes is both parties have changed branding. The Republican side has now become more so both parties have differing opinions in differing ways. So you got your far left, which you might consider progressives. You have your more moderates, which you or I think they probably refer to them as centrists. Hell, you even have conservative Democrats, which will be a little bit right leaning. And likewise, you have more liberal conservatives, and then you have your far right, which would be your MAGA Republicans. And so, like we're in a space where both of the extremes are the loudest at the moment. So right now, the far left, the more progressive side of the Democratic Party, is the one that's really starting to get emboldened and have more power. And summarily, the MAGA side are the ones that are more emboldened and getting the most power. And that's a problem for Americans in general, because as the extremes are starting to take over, it's really become this, you got to pick a side or the other. And I think that because black people are kind of squarely in the middle, and make no mistake, we are more conservative than we are liberal. That's number one. And we came from a Republican background before it was Democratic. And with all of the decisions being made in terms of open borders and then moving folks into these communities that already are disadvantaged, that are predominantly black, you are creating an opportunity to have a new base. Most immigrant people will vote Democrat. And that's because, number one, all the Democrats have to say is remember who brought you here. Remember who gave you jobs. Remember who gave you $9,000 to feed yourself and your family when you got to America. Who gave you the ability to work without being a naturalized citizen. The Republican, and then they're gonna remember the Republicans wanted to send you back home and close the border so you couldn't be connected with your families. Who you
But
think they're gonna vote for?
ain't that what they did to black people? Remember who gave you food stamps. Remember who gave you the government cheese. Remember,
Yeah.
you
No,
know.
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And that is one of the reasons why it's probably the most difficult for us to actually decide that the party that has really been a part of our lives since we were, since before we got here, I'm talking about us 30-year-olds, because, well, tattoo actually, because in the 60s, it was more or less, folks were still Republican then. We were still on the Republican side of things in the 60s.
Damn, Ty, you was born in the 60s? Damn.
No, she was born in the wait.
Yeah, she definitely had to be born in the 60s.
Damn. They getting down on you, gang.
No, the way you phrased
Damn.
that, you said us 30-year-olds, and he said tattoo.
Well, yeah,
So in the
because
60s.
Ty like
So in the
46.
60s.
Ty like 46, bro.
43.
You 43?
Yes.
You're an 80s
Oh,
baby.
okay.
She
I
an
didn't know
80s
that.
baby.
My bad. I thought
They
you was a
said
little.
the 60s. Damn.
You look good for
Damn.
your age.
I'm agreeing with him and shit.
The man finna
It
call the woman.
always have to be that one that done took them 4 shots. Damn.
The
Ty,
man finna call the woman. My dear.
You look good for your age, ma'am.
thank you. And I have a 23-year-old son. Yes, thank
Oh
you.
my God. Where do you
You know, damn, I didn't realize you were only 43 though.
I'm not that.
Right. That's young. No, that's young. That's young. I said only 43. I didn't.
You're 80s baby.
Yeah. No. Oh yeah. Born in 80. Right?
Yeah, 1980.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, but
you in our
everything you
group.
saying is
You in our
spot
group.
on though, twin.
You in
Man,
our
you
group.
know, that's why when it comes to politics and all this stuff, the only thing you could really do is look at the trail of money. You know, if you figure out what's going on with the money and just figure out how you can make you some, man. That's all that's
Yeah.
important. Because honestly, with politics and all that stuff, that's a bigger game than us. But you know, going back to the video, I I heard hella people saying they was gonna vote for Trump before the sneakers dropped. Trump
Yeah.
is a fucking brilliant businessman, marketer, whatever you want to call it. But
Finesse.
he's that shit dope. It's like you wanna
Facts.
y'all wanna make me pay all this money back, and he hopped right on, and then the next day he sold sneakers and sold out of the sneakers. And if I'm not mistaken, they was $400 a sneaker, and you can only get up to 3. So he sold out in the day.
And what
So
niggas is buying $500 Trump sneakers? Unless you're a shoe flipper.
but listen, I wanted to buy some, but again, I wanted to because I'm like, but I looked on StockX. They not on StockX, so you know what I mean. If I don't see them on StockX, I don't believe it. But
But
we'll
that's what
wait.
I'm saying.
Well,
It's more of a resale thing than anything if black people buy them. So the comment that he was saying, it
Yeah,
was
it does
like he's
make.
trying to.
I get what dude was coming from though, because he clearly said the culture is responding to that. So he was referring to sneaker culture, but like you said, he's misinformed to think that black people are really the
Right.
ones out here buying sneakers like that. Like hell to the no. Like it's the people who actually resell them sneakers. Those are the Indian guys. Those are the guys with the bots and shit. They buying that shit. So he just saying, you know, this just sucks because he basically saying, you know, black people like to be fashionable, so we know this gonna go over well with them. You know what I mean? But he might as well say that about any company at that point. Then shit,
Man, them
not just
hoes
Trump
ugly.
sneakers. So
I have
That's
something to say.
I did something wrong.
First of all, the sneakers are ugly.
no, they fire. No, you ain't no sneakerhead. Them fire. Them are fire. Trust me. They
To a
black.
non-sneakerhead,
You got
they
the
them shits
flag
is
on. You
ugly.
got the flag on
Put
the
the flag.
hill. You got
Okay.
the flag on the
All
hill.
right. That's
They
your.
all gold. Like I rock
I don't
them.
even know.
I would
Okay.
rock them.
So
Twin. What have you?
we
What do you
buy.
got?
I
Oh, go
wasn't
ahead.
even talking to you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Your birthday was yesterday.
And
Yeah.
I'm celebrating today.
Us as a black culture, we buy what we like, not just because somebody is dropping some shit. Now, I looked at the shoes. I wouldn't buy them because I'm not finna walk around with no damn flag on my feet.
Right.
They look like some shoes that the Qs will wear.
There you go.
True.
That's first thing
True.
I thought about.
Yep.
So, if anything, the other cultures will buy them, but I don't see us buying them up and voting for his ass.
Now, if you would have thrown an African flag on there, then it probably would have went.
We would have saw
Yeah,
through that.
he wouldn't have did that.
We would have saw right through that. That would have been pandering immediately.
Yeah.
We would have caught that.
What's the difference? The dude just said he's pandering to black people, and we bought him.
No, that man don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I'm saying he just misinformed. He's just saying some shit.
He said on there saying some stuff.
Key word. He said he was on social media. Everything on social media is basically targeted specifically for you to see. So if you already got a bias against African Americans, once you open up your whatever feed it is, it's going to show you a negative image of black people regardless. So your algorithm is driven to you based upon your likes and dislikes at this point. So whatever he saw was what his timeline reflected. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Them shoes ugly.
Them hoes
I'll rock them.
I'll rock.
What about you,
like
Marcus?
boxing shoes.
What's your thoughts, Marcus?
Well, the thing is, I wouldn't.
Well, me, I'll put them on the bitch and let her, run wild in my room naked. Go.
He probably would have been. Marcus is gonna be like, I'll take them and reinvest them.
I mean, if I were to, then yeah. But I was never a sneakerhead. I never owned a pair of Jordans, so I'm not gonna own a pair of Trumps. Okay. Like, I was never fashionable like that. So the whole sneaker thing, I just ignore it. All the fashion stuff, I ignore it.
So what's your shoe game like besides bowling shoes?
Nice.
Orlando
shoes. Hold on one second.
All right, let's see what you got.
I got a couple pair of $500. I got a couple pair of $500 shoes though.
Fit check.
I think these shoes are no more than $50-$60. I got some in just about every color.
Oh, come on, gang.
You got them pimp
we tell you, you think we playing? How you think this man really stepping? He really stepping for real.
He got them
red, white. Is that magenta? I think?
Let me see the red ones.
The red ones.
I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. Somebody get in here and look at this shit. Somebody get in here and look at this shit.
That man got some jitterbugs.
You must got them walking suits.
I wish. Hold on. Let me pull out these.
Hey, Marcus is a 60-year-old
You got the Kango hat to go with it.
The man wearing the suits off the mask and shit when he was doing the Cuban. They called me Cuban B.
Here they go.
God damn.
These shoes is pretty old, though. I bought these in let's see, I bought these in like 2012. Over the years, I bought them 2012, 2013. These are either 12s or 13s.
Damn,
you wear those with like your jeans and stuff like that?
No, I can never wear dress shoes and jeans. I can't do it.
Oh my god.
So
y'all
what
got
are your
this
casual shoes?
Yeah, I think they was talking about your casual
Yeah, like sneakers,
That's your lemon pepper steppers.
We was talking about casual shoes.
What's your casual shoe collection look like?
Most of my all my casual shoes are.
We need to see them.
She said, "Pull it out."
Sketches. I know you got a pair of Sketches.
No, listen, they my old work shoes. So,
every day.
So you don't never dress casual?
I need to see them, sir.
Come on,
Marcus. This is work shoes.
You can't have no dungeon and have all these women.
Women.
He walk around that bitch stepping. What are you talking about?
You got them shoes from The Mask, the movie. You got lime green too.
Oh my god! Come on, shorty. The man got the banana boats on.
The man got the
Oh my gosh, shorty. Yeah. Okay. See, he
Marcus,
got
man,
he
we
worked. He worked and he stepped. Period. That's it. What you
and
gonna do?
we
Are
gonna
you a
do it.
stepper?
Nope.
He worked and he stepped. No, when I say step, I mean he stepped.
No, see now when people dress like that, in my mind, the first thing I think is you putting all your money in your investments. That's
He
how I
do.
think.
He do.
That's what I
He do
think.
that. You all he talk
Because
about.
I don't think you necessarily need, a shoe. Well, first of all, you don't need a shoe collection. You
First,
know,
no,
you
hold
don't
on,
need none of that shit. But
hold on, time out. We getting older. You need shoes that for one, that's good for support. Two, that's good for style if you're going anywhere with
oh
any
shit,
event. Three,
Oh, Marcus, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
If we were to go out, what shoes would you wear?
Depends on the event.
We going bowling.
Okay,
he
so
got
that would
he got
be
bowling shoes.
yeah, he just showed us the bowling joints.
those
Now
weren't bowling shoes.
They sure had the bottom like they was bowling shoes.
No, my
Nah,
bowling shoes are in my locker at the bowling
he's
alley.
a professional bowler.
So
I don't consider myself that, but I would wear one of the former work shoes.
Okay, if we were going to a sneaker ball and you were invited, it's free event just to mingle. And what are you wearing to a sneaker ball?
I think I have some white New Balance though. I think
Oh my
if
god!
I'm correct. I can't remember. I always go to work and go home, so I barely go out. So I can't
Yeah,
remember.
hey,
Marcus,
oh,
that's
that's
on the
why you
real.
be in the dungeon.
Marcus, we're gonna contribute to a sneaker that I feel like you'll like. You'll like the. My collection consists of Air Max 90s.
hmm
So I have a good extensive collection. I got some Jordans. I got mostly Air Max 90s. I got all types. I think you'll like Air Max 90s or 95s.
Are you gonna
I,
buy him a pair? He
I'll
wears that.
buy him a pair.
He
I'll
wears
buy
that.
you a pair, Marcus.
Yeah, his birthday just passed. Give him a birthday present.
I'll buy you a pair of Air
I
Max
just
90s.
think that every man should have a casual shoe, a dress shoe, and then your work shoe. So if you were to go out, you wouldn't go out with me with your work shoes on. You understand?
hmm
So it's okay to invest in a pair of nice gym shoes. It doesn't have to be anything expensive.
Yeah, I mean Air Max 90s, man. And then if you don't wear them every day, they're gonna last for at least.
Right. So
I
it's
think
that.
I got two pairs of shoes up there. I just don't remember.
Oh my lord, that means you ain't been up there in God knows when.
For
Hey, I'm a
real.
cook. Okay, it's a busy lifestyle.
Oh, you not a cook?
A little bit.
Oh,
He
well,
could grill
Yeah, he got
shit.
his
pizza.
own company, kitchensupplytech.com.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a business owner as
Oh, well,
well.
fuck
So,
the
he
shoes
work
then.
and be that's why I say I can understand it, man. But um it's certain things I ain't gonna lie, like for me personally, like I don't have an affinity for a lot of stuff, like name brand stuff, but as we get older, I do buy more of it. Because I feel like honestly, when we were younger, it was certain things like I just bought me a Versace belt. I just always wanted a Versace belt, you know what I'm saying? So I bought me one. But I just think stuff like that, like it may look at like some people may look at it like it's a unnecessary purchase, but I also think it gives you a sort of drive. Like, man, let me get, you want to get more. At least for me, it does. Like, and I can understand where some people be like, nah, I don't need that shit to motivate me or push me forward. But some people do. I'm definitely one of those people. Like, I need that shit. I need to look fresh. I need to be fresh. I need to feel fresh because it's gonna enhance my confidence to continue to go get more of it.
For me, it doesn't do that because the thing is, I'm like especially now, like especially this year, I'm focused on hard on investments. I'm planning on
Yeah.
knocking shit out.
Yeah.
Like real quick. Like I just got the iPhone 15.
Yeah.
My next step, I'm hoping to buy a IUL life insurance
Okay.
policy.
Okay. Okay.
If I'm correct, I could withdraw a good portion of that and knock out my mortgage entirely. That's my plan.
Yeah.
So screw
Yeah.
them
You trying?
twos.
You gonna?
You know?
Yeah. I don't know why mine ain't working either.
Oh, is that how y'all do that?
Yeah. You
I
just
was
got.
looking like,
Yeah. You
where's
gotta
that
do
little
it.
imaginary thumb
Put your
coming
thumb
from?
up.
Oh
It's supposed
wow.
to do all that stuff. It ain't doing nothing right now. But
Trying to get
no,
a
that
trust
nah,
fund. Like,
100%. That makes sense. I was telling my brother, I started the year because last week we was having the whole financial talk, and T Knight was saying, how a person could survive. And I was telling my brother, I started at like putting up like $5 every week. But I was telling my brother, like, even when I don't have it, I still like set aside my finances because I want it to become a habit. So now habitually I've saved now to the point where I'm actually probably investing probably like 300-400 a week now just on investments. Just like I'm like hitting it hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just dumping because at this point it's like, yeah, I like I'll buy nice stuff or whatever, but I'll just try to remember, like, man, I just want to be able to buy. I keep telling my brother I'm about 42. I just want to be done with everything. Like I just want to be gaming and trading. I was telling him earlier today I took an options trade and actually ended up making like 230. Uh
Hey.
so I did forex. I did a forex trade. I'm starting to see like forex different now. I had made some money doing forex. I actually took 2 trades today. I actually won both my trades in forex. This is my first time actually like all right, I'm finna set this and hitting it. So I feel good about that, where that's going. But I feel you. I'm the same way. Like it's just this year I came in the same way, just stuffing money was, and I be listening to Young Dolph every morning, and that's what it like really motivate me to I just really want to stuff the money, man. Like just so
Don't
um,
I
fuck.
feel that.
Don't play with me.
I'm
Play
also
with your bitch.
in the apprenticeship program at my job. I'm gonna start probably next month.
Oh shit, that's what's
With
up.
maintenance tech.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
see
getting
yeah,
into the trade field.
yeah.
I saw you live. You live with the HVC guy. I saw that one. I watched that one. Like that's my favorite dude, man. He lived his life. He really
Oh
lived his life.
dude, you know the guy?
No, I don't know him personally. I just saw him. I just saw that live. That
Oh,
the.
that Dre was him and Dre did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't
So
know what. And so at your job, you currently the cook though,
yeah,
or
Cook. Yeah.
and so you moving from the cook to the maintenance?
Mm-hmm.
Is it because you want to expand your skills, your repertoire, or is just more money involved?
Both, and then
Yeah.
also I just can't do it anymore. I'm physically tired. It's drained me.
Wait,
So
wait, wait,
it's
wait.
just
Physically tired of cooking?
yes.
That shit, that shit, that
They
shit draining, huh?
You can't
they
cook.
put
You
so
can't
much
cook no
on
more.
me.
There's
They
only
put
so
so
many
much
steaks you
on
can
me that
cook up.
I just can't physically deal with it anymore. You know,
But
I've
what
been there
happens?
15 years now, so it's
But
just like it's time to
Damn.
Marcus. But what happens when you gotta clean up shit though?
no, not that type of maintenance tech. I'm talking about,
Oh,
the
okay.
trade, the like a maintenance technician.
Okay. All right. You lost me. All right.
Take
It's the shots.
So
another shot.
um
I thought you was going to maintenance, like
No, take
clean
another
up
shot.
shit. I'm like, I'd rather
No,
cook
take
a grilled
a shot.
cheese sandwich than some shit.
Now you say you was there for 15 years. I was like I felt, especially in our generation, they always, our parents, when I say they, were always big on, go get a job, go get a job.
mhm.
Man, we got so stuck at these jobs, bro. Like you, like, man, after 15 years, now you want to switch it up, and nothing is wrong with it. Like you should definitely do it, but it's like the I wish they would have gave us more insight. Like, yo, stay at a job for maybe 2 or 3 years, ask for a raise. They don't give
But
it to you.
but
Keep moving up
but
a ladder or something.
no. But the thing is, when you had a job and you was there 20 years, that means that you was, it was a lot of stability, and they were paying more, and the cost of living was relatively lower than what it is now. But people make their raise by moving different jobs.
Yeah,
Like
that's
now,
for sure.
like now, people probably don't even stay at a job a year or two before they going on to the next thing,
But
and also taking their experience and bundling it up to they probably embellish their resumes just to get to the next job, and they fake it till they make it, and then that's they making 130, 140, just skipping job to job, and that's what people want. But if you really look at it, the job itself, right? Let's say I'm going to a job, and I know, and they know that I probably won't be there more than a year. They only going to have to pay me the 130K just to probably do bare minimum, or maybe they hope that I do more than bare minimum, and then they're going to look for the next person to get to the next point. So it's a game within a game. So, or if you stay 6 months and the salary is 130, they only paying you 65. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's how the job market is now. Like yeah, you are making 130, but the job, they only got to pay you 65. So of course they know that you're going to only be there 6 months. So I think you can't stay at a job for 10, 15 years like you used to, because you'll be trapped
No,
in.
no. Well, first of all, no, there no longer is a system for like 10, 15-year workers because
Nope.
AI is coming rapidly. So whatever job that's like a simple job, or even one that where you got to sit at a computer and maybe do some type of, all that shit gonna be replaced because AI make it like because I know you in the financial industry, tonight, or have your degree in the forensic accountant, which is akin to finances. Even in that industry, I could see where AI could come in and just get rid of a lot of jobs because it's like if you got something that's punching in the numbers, you don't need human errors.
Well,
I
here
mhm.
here's the misperception about accounting in general, uh, is that it's more it's not just numbers. So that's the misperception. But I I mean
No, I
anything,
get what you have to do in
yeah.
accounting. You still gotta it. But if you think about a big ass database and the AI to run a database, even if you saying accounting is less about the numbers a person have and going to have all these, because in my mind an accountant regardless still like checks on the books, make sure the books and shits is balanced.
Well, that for an accountant, then you will go into instead of like an associate or a regular accountant, you will be considered as a consultant or a senior accountant, where you won't get replaced, and you consider them high positions because you're still going to need checks and balances. I mean, you can't just depend on AI for one. I mean, it's either going to be one or the other. Either you're going to do the work and AI checks it, or I mean, as everything's constructed as is with the laws and everything with Sarbanes-Oxley Act, you can't. Uh, you're gonna have to have some type of balance. I
Yeah,
mean,
but I see. But my
if they
thing is,
change the
that's
laws,
when
then
I
yeah.
see the companies bringing in people that can program AI. Like right now, people you can make 100, 120, 30,000 being a prompt writer, which is
Right.
somebody that prompts AI to do a certain thing. So I'm just saying, regardless, that's
But
it's all
but
semantics. But
here's the thing: the laws are going to change, because if you got AI and you
you muted.
program AI like, hey, I need you to hide $1 million really easy for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know there's no laws that can detect what an AI can do. You know what I'm saying?
I,
So,
you're muted,
you're muted. We can't hear you.
Bye
or you.
bye.
Oh,
All
you
right.
leaving?
oh,
Yeah,
All
bye.
right, bye. Have a good night.
you too.
No, I was just saying that I think it is based on laws. Like the government know what they're doing. They only going to allow AI to be in certain industries. They're not going to allow AI to be in finance because
Nah. The
nah,
reason why I say no is because what we're learning about the world is that these are still run by humans, and humans make these errors where, like, if you look at everything that's been going on lately, we've been very reactive. And I say we, the United States, has been reactive to a lot of things that's been going on. So you can't say they won't allow it, because we have seen shit that we never thought would happen in the history happen, and then they got to go back and try to fix shit. So I can see it happening off top, saying, "Oh, how do?" Because think about crypto. Like what happened is, first there's a market that's created. Then from that market, a problem arises that nobody anticipated. Then they got to go try to fix the problem, and then like everything being hindsight. That's why I'm like, we looking at a lot of shit now where we like, damn, this whole even the idea about podcasting and
well,
all these things, they had to go back retroactively and fix it all up.
but Adi man, I know you're a big tech guy, and also like you're into the like I guess the future wave or whatever. But did you see the article that early in the week that said Biden is trying to, and I'm pretty sure Trump is going to do the same thing. That's why I think Biden's taking this position where they're slowing down the market for electronic cars, where because they said that people are just used to gas cars and they want more gas cars. So
That's the
if the
over. It's
people,
called. Listen. That shit called the overplay for the underplay. I'm gonna tell you why that's been knocking like that. Because once we had that computer chip shortage, that pushed a lot of back inventory back. So now on a lot of lots, they have cars that they have to sell. Gas powered cars that was created that nobody could buy because they ain't had no money, and then all these cars got repoed. So you're talking about a vast inventory, and then up on top of a lot of repos. That's one underlining thing that you're missing. That's called the overplay for the underplay. So now what they're saying is slow this EV shit down, because we still need we got a whole shitload of cars that first need to go. They need to depreciate first. We got to get rid of this inventory. So slow that down. Now, the best thing you could do to make money in that is just pay attention to what's going on. The EVs, they're not going nowhere. Like I was just telling, I literally, I'm glad we're talking about this, because I called my auntie. My auntie was a staunch supporter of Rivian before Rivian when they first dropped. So, I'm this type of investor person. Somebody tell me something, hey, look, that might pop. Before I even do research and all that shit, I just put money into it. So I put money into it. I lost. I called my auntie today to talk to her about it, see how she doing. She said she put like 4 grand in and she lost 2 grand. Um, the reason why I say that is they earnings come out. Rivian is an EV company. Their earnings come out. Earnings is low. They've been forced to lay off workers and things of that nature because the market isn't calling for EVs right now. However, it is an opportunity to make money, because just like Tesla, they still own a piece of market share. So that stock is down to like $12 right now. I think Rivian would be a good buy. You got to see how low it's
But
gonna go
Tesla?
first. No,
yeah, Rivian.
Tesla and Rivian.
Oh,
Tesla too. Tesla too. Tesla just opening up shitload of factories. Tesla, they meeting the quota. Now the bad thing about Tesla is when it was just cold outside, they was breaking down. So you got to also look at that, and factor in when you're looking at investments. But I'm just saying,
And also the truck.
yeah,
The truck couldn't do shit.
the Rivian truck.
No, the Tesla truck. It couldn't even go through snow.
Yeah. So I mean, that shit cool. That ain't going nowhere. That I would invest in Tesla too. But You're right. You're right though, T Knight, for sure. But that's called media. That's the media wants you to go look this way, look that way while we go this way. So sometimes you could look at stuff like that, but just look at it for what it is. And the only reason I know that is because when I was looking for my Audi to purchase to put on Toro, I would start following a lot of these guys who go to auto auctions and shit. Cause I was trying to get my auction license. I was like, fuck it, let me just get my auction license. So that way I can get a cheap car from the auction as opposed to, buying it off the lot. But so I'm following these car guys and they're saying, how they've been saying for weeks now, how the car the repos was up, the lots, no cars was selling. They still got to tick down the prices. So when they say that, now it coming and it making sense when you say the president is now coming out saying we putting a halt to EVs because a lot of the EV stock prices been going down. But definitely keep those on the radar because 2 or 3 years from now, that EV market should be bussing.
Well, I mean, I also think that there are more industries that have to catch up to EVs. I mean, you got the insurance companies that have to catch up. You got like,
Yeah, it
I
makes
think
sense.
there's just a lot of things like as far as liability, because I always thought about that. Like I had a class some years back where there was a scenario where the EV was trained to avoid cars, right?
Yeah.
And a woman was walking with her baby across the street, and so it had to make a choice between the avoiding the car or avoiding the human, and it avoided the car. You know what I'm saying? And hit the human with the baby, right? So in that instance, what do you do? Like, as far as liability when it comes to insurance, or just from a humanity standpoint, we're like, all right, if you given the EV or the AI the power or the goal to make life decisions like that, then does that put a halt to what we all think AI could be potentially be, and should we go for it as a society? Because also there's other nations like the Arab nation that probably don't want to see AI expand the way it expands because they're heavily dependent on oil as well. Otherwise, I feel like you're really going to have World War III or maybe even four at that point.
No,
If
everything you
if
saying make a hell of a lot of sense. But again, even with stuff like that, it's like the only reason I'm always referencing finances is because the world is literally built on that. It's supply, it's demand, it's buying rumors. Like the world is literally built upon that. Being a person to say, you know what, I'm gonna take this speculation and see what I could do with it. Because at the end of the day, it's all speculation. We don't know. We just had to figure out how to meet in the middle and bring in income based upon it. That's the only thing I could think of when it
well,
comes to that stuff.
I think there are a lot of things that are in society that we've already seen that I think like people are very good at prognosticating or predicting the future. Like the Simpsons, like the creator of the Simpsons. I think he's a very good person to talk to as far as what the future is going to be, and also I think that um I just think like whoever made, I forget who made Eagle Eye. If y'all with Shea LaBeouf,
Yeah, I
uh,
remember that movie.
so I think that is a real indicator of what would happen if we place or make AI the, what I'm saying, like the leader, or give AI a real mind of its own. And if that happens, I think we are in trouble. Or what was the other one? Minority Report. with Tom
Shit,
Cruise.
Minority Report, iRobot. Oh, shit,
I,
any robot movie where they gave the robot like I was just that's what I was telling my auntie earlier. I'm like, man, because I'm telling her to invest in AI companies, because AI companies are up right now. And then, especially the ones that follow NVIDIA. NVIDIA has a bunch of companies that's around it that actually serves the purposes of NVIDIA. So those companies are even rising. So I'm telling my auntie to get into those AI stocks right now. But I was telling her, I'm like, it's just like Skynet, where you had the one company that actually had the chip that Arnold Schwarzenegger character came back and he grabbed out of Skynet, and that's when he was burning it, because he said that was the one chip that started the whole thing. You feel me? So it's like that's literally where we headed. Nvidia is now valued as the third largest company in the world, and well, in America. So that's 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 literally looking like it's gonna be our Skynet. They're developing AI. They're developing all the chips that's gonna go in the AI. So yeah, at some point, somebody, I don't care, maybe a programmer, maybe an engineer, somebody is going to get the idea or the thought, or they already have it, to say, you know what? Let's give this AI feelings.
well, I mean, I'm sure it's already out there. I mean, I think I saw a meme or a video uh where, like I said, once you give AI the decision to make life decisions, I think that's when we're gonna like pause.
That's what I'm saying.
They
All you gotta
already
do is give
making
it
little
feelings, bro.
robots.
I
If
mean,
you
you can
give,
give it feelings, but life decisions like remember the Watson when they had came out with the Watson a couple
yeah,
years ago, and they
yeah,
were saying
IBM.
that they were saying that Watson was 70% accurate versus a actual doctor who was probably like 35% accurate with diagnosis. And so, like, what if you give that AI robot the feeling of like, okay, yeah, you 70% accurate, but are you really going to make the right choice to for a person to live or die? You
But
know
that's
what I
what I'm
mean?
saying. So if you get an AI emotions, and the AI can tell you, like, you finna die in 10 days. The AI can tell you finna die in 10 days. But if the AI got feelings and emotions, AI might say, you know what? I love this person too much to tell them they about to die.
Right. Then it's going to become a goddamn human.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what
So
I'm
what?
telling you. Somebody, and they probably already doing it, is going to do that, bro. They're going to. They're going to. It's
I
not.
mean, but
It's not. It's not if. It's when. And we.
so in that instance, then why should we care about Venezuelans coming over when AI about to take over anyway?
Well, because you already a minority. The worst thing could happen to you is somebody come and they take a job from your son.
But why? I mean, so I would say why not form an alliance with the Venezuelans so we can, you know what I'm saying, like have someone that we can, you know what I'm saying, like connect with that can
Because I'm
fight
gonna
with
tell you
us.
why. Because it's what while in theory it sounds good. What's up, Frankie? What's up, sir? While in theory it sounds good, every time we on like a show or a podcast with like the older African Americans that Dre know, the first thing they say is, well, why we gotta learn how to speak Spanish? Why they can't learn to speak to us?
Yeah,
That's one of the biggest hurdles that you would face when it comes to us linking up with the Venezuelans.
yeah.
What you
All
think
right.
about it, Marcus? Do you be watching? What are you currently like? Some of the stuff you're currently invested in and looking into
Right.
right now.
Um, when it comes to that, I've seen some videos where they're making actual robots and programming them to have feelings. So it's just like we're already there. um far as like my investments go, I wasn't really looking into that. Just I want to hit the S&P market because I think that's that I think that gives 20% returns, does it not?
I don't know. I know they've been up, but the S&P, I don't know if it. I think Dre would know more about that. I literally, a lot of people say don't trade single stocks. I be trading single stocks. I be doing, option trading and all type of shit. So I think Dre more so like I don't like nothing safe. Like I just be like super risky when it comes to
Yeah, safe
investing.
is too steady. It doesn't make much money.
No, it's not. It's not too steady. It's about your personal portfolio. That's the good thing about having a portfolio is it's based upon what you want to do, what you like to do. Like I like, for example, I got dividend stocks because at some
Right.
point I just want to be able to collect maybe $1,000 worth of dividends every single month. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
As a form of
Exactly.
passive income.
That's
So
that's what I'm on.
I would rather trade time and put money in the S&P to put it into dividend stocks because I do
Right.
that over the next 5 to 10 years, I'll be making 1,000 to 2,000 just from the dividends by themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Depending on what
Right. Right.
companies you choose and where the growth is in the next future. So,
That's
then
what that's my main goal now is to invest what gives dividends.
yeah, I follow I'm pretty sure y'all be seeing it, but I follow Wall Street Trapper.
I
L-
think I'm a part of
Hold
that.
on. Let me hold on. Before you go, anime, go off. What happens? What would happen? Let's say AI takes over, right? And there's less and less people working. So would the market kind of like go down because everybody's not working?
I
And
mean,
would
you gotta think it's not necessary, especially when it comes to markets. The world is gonna always change and transform. That's the
right?
thing, right? So when AI put people out of business, it's going to create other avenues for people. But I don't see AI putting more people out of business than all of the young people. They don't want to work. I work around young people all the time. They don't want to work. Like
Hmm.
they don't want to work. So beyond AI, first of all, I see AI. I see AI as a solution for business owners who have that problem where they're tired of bringing on people, training them. They leaving. It's costing them money.
So
So and mhm.
so I'm just saying, like, okay, the people that don't want to work, how are they going to get income? So are we going to go to a universal
Yeah, I was gonna say
stipend type
that's
of thing?
I listen. What if you start hearing shit like that? That's when you really got to start like, okay, let me really start preparing for what's next, because if you start really like that shit start gaining steam, then it's doing it for a reason. Then they know a massive, let's like, again, like I said, like look at all these buildings they was building up, right? They was building buildings up. They like, if you look around the city, you will see a lot of construction going up. Well, first of all, if you read the news and all that stuff, they kept saying that so many people was leaving Illinois. A lot of black people, a lot of people were tired of the crime and XYZ. They were
Hmm.
leaving, right? They were leaving in droves, but they were continuing to build construction up. For what reason?
For
It's
the
overplay.
immigrants.
It's overplay for the underplay.
For the
So when they
immigrants.
exactly when they got this stuff that's already in play, is they are like, okay, I know, maybe y'all know, maybe y'all don't know. You can literally go to the Illinois website, and the city of Chicago have a economic plan. If you go through that economic plan, you can see exactly what they're planning to do. Whether it's new structures, new buildings, new homes. So that way you can hedge against what's coming next. But as far as to answer your question, like it's going to unemploy a lot of people, but it'll employ a lot of people, but it's gonna only employ those who's ready for that wave. You know, I've always told my girl, you know, get into cybersecurity, get into all these different things because that's the next wave. Like all you gotta do is start working on that skill right now. You know it's coming.
So,
AI
so,
programming. You know.
so, all right. Let's take a book out of social media again. So, what's the movie? Shit, where there's a day where you kill people.
Purge.
Yeah, Purge. Let's take a book out of Purge, right? And was it the first one or the second one where the poor people went after the rich people, right? Or the well off? Is there a scenario where if AI takes over, right? And the people who said they invested, and I know this is another what if, people who invested, people who are well off, and the people who got who don't want to work, and I mean it's always a balance. Like cold is always going to attack hot, right? To make the world balance. So if there are a lot of people that are unemployed, got taken over by AI or immigration, what do you think is going to happen if those people who feel uh like they can't get anything, what do you think is going to happen to the well off or the I guess the capitalist?
Probably nothing because they would probably saw it coming. They're always on the up and up with
Hey,
dangers.
hey! Mark Zuckerberg is building a bunker underground for a
Yeah,
reason.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like it's called the overplay for the underplay. The media gonna show you one thing, but if you and again, I'm learning this because I watch the forex market. I'm watching these markets and I'm studying them and I'm looking at them and I'm seeing like how they manipulate money through news and how they do it. So if I'm seeing this in real time where a document comes out, all of a sudden this little needle it either shoots up higher or it goes lower based upon the information that's coming out. If I'm looking at that and I could tell, there's manipulation going on in that, you surely can look at everything that goes on in the world. You can surely go look at everything that goes on in the world and say, shit, it's a lot of manipulation behind it. So that's just where we at, man. Yeah, the man been in the back the whole time.
Yeah, now you know what? Those was a couple community members and stuff, man.
Think I
One
went to go
person,
take a shit.
no, dead ass. I was on the phone with a couple community members. She asked me to endorse a candidate that's running for state rep. And she was talking about putting together some peace events around the community. And then another person called me that's a district council member. Two district council members called me. One was he'd been doing some research, and he said that one of our largest supposed nonprofits in the Garfield Park area actually is not an organized nonprofit. He believed there's another entity behind them. And that entity is fueling gentrification.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was interesting.
I'd rather have immigration than gentrification.
See, here's my thoughts about gentrification. I'm okay with gentrifying, right? That is raising the taste level of the community. Dog parks, bike shops, coffee shops, workout places.
Gentrifying with other black people or gentrifying?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But so gentrifying to me is just raising the taste level.
Okay.
Now with that obviously means higher property tax, and I would hope higher wages. You would hope that there's some affluency in terms of the income that is coming into the community. That's our biggest problem. The problem is, as the community develops, we can't keep up with it because we're not working at a level to keep up with it. So we got to have higher paying jobs that can actually provide affordability for us to live in gentrifying communities.
Well, that plays into what the AI. So if AI starts replacing us, how are we going to have higher wages when the company can say, "Hey, I can hire a robot. They can
For
work
free.
365, no off days, no vacation, no fringe benefits, no dental, no, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I ain't got to worry about this motherfucker calling off. I ain't got to worry about, you know what I'm saying? Then what happens to that person who got replaced by the robot? What happens? Do they automatically get, you know what I'm saying, like I think we just talked about it. Do they get like a social salary of $40,000 to live off of? Free
Probably laid off.
housing? Do they get free housing? Do they get, you know what I'm saying? Like,
They probably
these
gonna
are
lay
real
them off.
things.
So they've already started to experiment with the universal basic income in a lot of ways.
That's what you said. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the number one. We're experimenting with it to see how beneficial it could be, and if it's actually
utopia.
Yeah, I mean,
there is a
the
fully
fact of the matter
automated
is, so
McDonald's right now.
technology has always outgrown us. I mean, we're as a society advancing like this, we're going up and technology is going up, so it's already outpaced us, and there's nothing that we could really do unless, I don't know if y'all be following my boy Elon, but he got the Neuralink, and they've actually successfully implanted it in somebody's brain, and that person was able to control a mouse with their mind.
What?
But that's just I mean, that's more like microwaves and shit like that. That's not really
it's an implanted piece of technology that allows you to mentally control. So I'm just saying, the reason why I bring that up is because we're going to become fused with technology. That's the only way that we can keep up with it.
Right. But I mean, what that's going to do to the economy, though? You just said hopefully that if we gentrify neighborhoods,
right?
Hopefully that means higher wages. But like you just said, technology outpaces us. But if the wages aren't moving at the same pace as the technology, then what do we do? Because my favorite rapper said, "I'd rather rob before I starve."
Right.
And I ain't gonna lie, man, during the pandemic,
let's keep it a buck, right? This is the argument that we're having as we talk about having billionaires. In the next 10 years, we'll have the first trillionaire. Within the next maybe 6 people are predicting we'll have the first trillionaire. Number one, and that's not even counting, right? If you're a conspiracy theorist, the 8 families that control the world, if you will, that actually already are sitting on trillions. So there's that. But when you talk about that, number one, we got to look at how things are constructed. Money doesn't even exist for real. That's number one.
This is arbitrary, yeah.
Oh, right, exactly. But I'm just saying, like, realistically, it doesn't exist. Right? Like, we all were born and inhabited an earth that provided everything for us, from the minerals, the resources, to the sustenance.
But if you steal this imaginary money, I'm putting you in jail for 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about money is whatever the new wave of money is going to be, that's what we're going to be. I mean, if we accept paper clips as a form of currency, paper clips is going to be a form of currency.
We all understand the concept of money, the physical money, and the banking system. We understand that. But if AI, which will be a robot who probably don't even know the difference between fake and real, they're going to replace all of us. if we're gonna have a universal, or some of us probably have a universal income, there are always gonna still be poor people or people who don't understand how things work, and they're going to rob the shit out of somebody because there's always good and evil. So if you have a universal income,
Yeah.
you still gonna have evil people who gonna rob the shit out of somebody to
Right.
get more.
Well, I mean, since the dawn of man, since we got here, we've been a competitive individual. You know what I mean? Our most primitive mindset is preservation. So if you have and I need and I can't get anywhere else, I take from you. That's how we solve the equation of hunger,
Like,
because
and
that's our primitive state.
and that's the crazy part. So now you're intertwining like the Bible now, like in the seven deadly sins. Like that's how you know, like if we go into this whole realm of universal healthcare or universal income and all this stuff, you're going to know that the Bible is real, and whatever the Bible speaks of is going to be real because you're going to always have greedy people. This is how we're all constructed to be. Like, I know that I can eat a full rack of ribs, but do I need to eat a full rack of ribs? But if I eat a full rack of ribs, am I greedy or am I just hungry? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that you're always going to have good and evil, and I think that we're always going to struggle with that. And I think this is a recipe for a disaster for the end of mankind, in my opinion. If we
I mean,
allow
there is a moral
AI to get to
balance.
the next level, because it's not going to be a balance if you have AI running everything, and you have the rich AI, and then the universal healthcare, universal income, and I think you're just not going to have a balance.
Yeah, you can't even have universal anything, because that means that potentially the government will be in control of it, and they'll kill you like that.
Right, and then what the fuck will happen if we go into war? Us common folk who are dependent on this universal healthcare and universal income, and we go into the war with the well off, the rich, the trillionaires, the billionaires, and we got AI. First of all, we got to fight with the AI, and then we got to fight with you know the trillionaires who got the money and the resources to build weapons of mass destruction, who can fuck this world up.
Yeah, but even
And
if they did though and wiped out everybody, who they gonna get to do their work?
well, they got AI.
So they
Nah,
gonna
man, it's
they
still
gonna blow the
some. I
world
mean, you
up and
got
start over with
man.
AI.
I think like think about my job. I do restoration. Basically, I'm in demolition construction. You can't. There ain't no AI coming in and do that shit. That's
Shit,
nah, not.
they about to build a rock like AI person that's gonna be like boom, boom,
You know, it
tear
would
this
be
shit up.
cool. It would be good to see, but I'm just trying to picture AI in somebody's crib taking the toilet off,
I mean,
take,
we're about
taking the
15
sink
years
off.
away from that. We're about 15 years away from that, though, for
Nah,
sure.
nah,
Oh
nah,
yeah, for sure,
nah,
for sure,
no.
for sure.
Not for them building a humanist say humanistic
Man, look,
robot.
we already building humans with real faces. I mean, robotic
Yeah,
humans
that's
with
true.
real faces with AI sentience. We
Yeah,
already
that's
have
true.
that. So I'm being generous by saying 15 years, because the shit could be here before we know it, to be honest.
This shit is already here. Remember, I
No,
was
in the
talking.
fashion that we talking about, say taking over Tay job, taking out toilets and knocking down walls and all that type of shit.
You remember when I was talking about how I think this shit already had been here, and how we already like. I think we're reaching a point where we understand as humans our potential of destruction. Like I feel like we've already like the saying history repeats itself didn't come out of nowhere. I feel like we've already been through this in history. You know what I'm saying? Like thousands of years ago, and now we're reaching the pinnacle of where we were then. Like if you think about the Bible and they talk about the Tower of Babel, like I feel like this is our Tower of Babel moment where like everybody who spoke a different language could understand each other. You know what I'm saying? And then God had to destroy the tower in order for everybody, and gave everybody languages in order to separate one another, because he know that all of us together is a powerful goddamn being. You know what I'm
Wait,
saying?
you saying God know that?
God knows this.
So he separated us on purpose?
He separated us on purpose to not get to this point. And so if we allow, I mean, it's not just us Americans
No,
that
wait,
are
not to
thinking
get to
about,
what point? Because I feel like if everybody spoke and talked to each other, probably would get along a little bit more better.
but that's what I'm saying. That the
So you blaming
greed
this on
part,
God, man?
the greed part is what's making us separated. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Russians want to be the dog, like the Arabs want to be the dog, the Americans want to be the dog, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but we still working together to get resources. You talked about the chips. Everybody want to manipulate what's the country that's between Japan and China? I forget the name. It's the liquors talking, but if I wasn't drunk, the what's the fucking country? Whatever it is,
Between
everybody
Japan and China?
between Japan and China, that little small island.
Oh, Taiwan?
Taiwan, yeah. Everybody want to fucking get to Taiwan and get the chips because that's where the fucking chips are. And so the Americans are protecting Taiwan,
Chips, no
and we have
chips.
an alliance with Japan, and we don't really fuck with China like that. So if anything starts or happens, Taiwan is the start of World War III. If we don't get a control of the chips and the technology to uh control the chips. And China like, well shit, whoever gets this, this technology gonna run the world. And that's why China and Russia are they're taking an alliance with one another. I'm telling you, it's bigger than what we think. And that's why Russia's been fighting with Ukraine. I'm telling you, Joe, like it's bigger than it's like the control of the world. When you think about all these worlds, that's the world wars that's been popping up out of nowhere. Israel, well, that's more a religion thing, but Israel and Palestine, saying like that's just didn't come out of nowhere. Like people know what happens when we are when it comes to power and control.
All right, so what you gonna do for the next 5-10 years while you wait on this to happen?
I mean, we still gotta work. We still gotta,
Man, we should
survive.
just quit our jobs, bro. What you mean work?
No, I mean,
Let's quit our
we,
jobs, boy. Be with
but
our
we are.
families
So the crazy part, see,
and
I
not pay
think
rent, not pay mortgage. Let's do it.
no. So I mean, that's already gonna take care of itself anyway. So if you have World War III and everybody know it, ain't nobody about to pay no fucking rent. Ain't nobody about to pay no fucking child support. And ain't nobody about to pay no fucking you know what I'm saying? Like nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's World War III. We all, you know what I'm saying? You think somebody paid child support in World War II?
Is that even out back then?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Who the fuck was paying child support and
Bro, what is
mortgage?
you talking about child support?
I'm just saying, who the fuck was paying anything in World War II when every time they went to work, they got a fight hide under the fucking desk?
Bro, that's like saying that's like the same thing with COVID. When COVID came, nobody was working.
But that's the thing, though. That's the difference. Everybody thought it was the end of the world with COVID, and it wasn't. And
I don't
so
know who everybody. I ain't think it
I
was.
ain't think about that.
no,
Yeah.
when people took out that PPP loan, they had to think that it was
Hell
an
no.
end of the
No, they
world.
was dumb.
No.
They
They
was just
they
dumb.
they knew they wanted to get 20 bands. Actually, I got a couple of my guys work at the railroad. They saying how they starting to lay people off at the railroad who took the PPP loan.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Damn.
If people knew 2 years from now that, all right, if I take this and I'm gonna be laid off and I ain't gonna have shit, I'm pretty sure
Bro, man,
90% of people
all of
probably
us
wouldn't
should
take
be
this shit.
smart enough and wise enough, and anybody who did the PPP loan to know ain't no such thing as free money. You're gonna
Look,
lose something, bro.
hold on. Think about how COVID hit us, right? It hit us in the beginning of the year. It was tax season, right? So we all kind of money hungry anyway. And so we didn't know what the fuck was about to happen. All we heard was this shit
Did you do
like
it?
1920
Did you
and
do the
motherfuckers
PPP
finna
loan?
die. Huh?
Did you do the PPP loan?
I did do the people. I was on y'all podcast when I was talking about how this shit probably the stupidest shit everybody could have done and how this could probably bite us in the butt.
But you didn't do one?
I didn't do one because
That's
I knew
all I'm
I'm
saying
like,
is because you said we always, money hungry around tax season. I'm like,
so
no, not
no,
me.
so see, I'm not a sellout, so I'm lumping myself in as a black person that I know that 80% of us did the PPP loan.
You gotta be a
I'm not,
sellout, man.
I'm not
You
separating
can't be
myself.
you gotta separate yourself from
No,
niggas.
no, we all in this together because
No, we
I,
not.
I have I have
No, we not.
cousins.
Because
I have
once the AI start taking everything over, it ain't gonna be no Venezuela kicking your dough down. It's gonna be a
no.
nigga.
I'm saying that I'm putting myself as we because we as the black people, I feel like we figured out that all right, either they're not gonna catch us or it's undetectable because a lot of black people have a monkey see monkey do mentality. And so they saw a lot of people getting it, and so they wanted to do it too. Not
I feel
really
like that
thinking
was a trap.
like, damn, you giving up your social security number to somebody you probably don't know, and your shit is on file. So what you think is gonna happen 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now when you take that shit out? Like, are you thinking about your future investments? Because even if you
They don't.
profit off the $20,000 or $40,000 and you invested that shit, the laws say if you commit any crime with whatever money that you invested, that shit is gonna be forfeited, whether you got a car, a house, or any type of gains after that crime, all that shit gets reinvent gets
Repossessed.
for it gets taken away because you committed a crime afterwards and everything that you didn't earn or whatever, all that shit don't matter. So that's why I'm saying, like Marcus said, it was a trap. So they knew exactly who to go after. And so when I put myself as we, and I'm saying that when I went on you all's podcast and I tried
You tried
to
to
tell
tell folks.
everybody that this was the stupidest shit, don't do it, and people didn't listen. I actually got threats.
The man got hate mail.
Damn,
I
for
actually
real?
got
Well,
threats. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers was like, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You don't know what you're doing. Like, I'm gonna kill you and your family and all this shit. Like, I
Damn.
thought I was a
Oh
fucking
man, that ain't
celebrity at that
saucing it
point.
up. Come on, man.
Like, literally, like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
nigga,
Damn.
I
Everybody
didn't
that
make
worked for Cook
y'all do the.
County and
I'm just, I'm just letting y'all know the like on surface what it looked like. The world didn't end.
this ain't that. It ain't what you think it is. It ain't that, and it ain't what you think it is.
Right, the world didn't end. Like we're still living. What do you think is going to happen 2, 3 years from now when we're over COVID? And they're like, "Yeah, these niggas took a lot of money. We about to recoup." or you're gonna get free labor, or
That's
y'all
crazy.
niggas gonna go to jail or prison, or y'all gonna have to pay this back because we reeling right now, and Social Security willing. So are we gonna take this out of y'all Social Security so we can replenish at some point? I just think it was a trap, and I don't think it was a safe thing to do. But I would say about 40-50% of us black people did it because we thought it was a easy thing. We thought it was great, and we thought that we weren't going to get caught. That's the vibes that I got and what I heard. And I heard that they said it was supposed to be reparations, which is stupid as fuck. And
We need our reparations,
we
man.
need our reparations, but that ain't the way to get it. But anyway, I digress.
What are we gonna do with those? Because I feel like we're gonna put it right back in their pockets.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna do whatever we want to do with them. Some of us will take it and invest it, buy some homes, buy some land,
Right, but
try to
did
put it
you?
away for future generations, and the others
But
will buy cars and shoes and clothes.
right, but I think if people already fucked up the PPP loans, right, they're gonna
Maybe
say,
that was the
well,
experiment. Maybe the PPP loans was the reparations experiment.
it was. I mean, they're gonna look back and say, well, we already gave out such and such to America, right? They're gonna just like dude. He gonna say, oh, black people used to be Democrats, and Democrats used to be for reparations. Now, they're representing Republicans, and Republicans don't care about reparations. I feel like some stupid shit like that gonna happen. That's all I'm saying. I digress. I don't
Man.
know. I don't think we're gonna ever get reparations. I think we somehow inadvertently got our reparations, and they like, well, y'all boosted the economy, y'all didn't save the shit, so well, fuck it.
So I got a friend, my friend P. Ray of Black Excellence Hour, who was at once a Democrat but changed Republican because of the way that our communities look, and especially because of housing issues. I brought her on a Professor and Friends joint, and I was just asking her about her transition, basically from Democrat to Republican. And of course, she's a Black woman from the west side of Chicago, live in Austin still, actually. And she talked about reparations. We touched on it slightly, and she was talking about she said, here's her idea for reparations. She said others have gotten reparations for domestic terrorism. So the Jewish experience and what happened to them was defined as domestic terrorism, and even I suppose Hiroshima and what we did to them would be confined as domestic terrorism. And so she was saying, like, the Jim Crow era for us would be our domestic terrorism, because this is the time where, they destroyed our Rosewoods and Tulsa, Oklahomas, and I want to say also this is where we were displaced in Central Park, New York City. And
But is that all black people, or is that just
well, here's the deal with that though. So whereas you couldn't necessarily trace your lineage in some respects, I actually just did an experiment. I did a mission, if you will, for a guy that is a genealogist who actually found out about my second cousin, and he was actually telling me, like, is your grandfather this name, or your uncle this name? And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. And so I actually went to the cemetery to go try to find some. Not these would be my second, I suppose, second or third cousins or whatever, but they died in like 1930, and they didn't have a headstone. So a lot of us are going to go search in the past, and we're not going to find headstones or anything that can connect us to our history. So that's going to really prevent us from getting reparations for slavery, because we may not be able to prove our lineage. But what we could prove because we still probably have some living descendants, or at least one generation removed from living descendants of Jim Crow that were directly affected by the domestic terrorism that our government actually enacted upon us. And so she made that as
So
a
so what's I don't have the list in front of me. So what's considered Jim Crow era? Is that 19? Is that late 1800s to 1963 or?
let me see.
I mean,
Let me pull it
if
up
you
now.
said 63, then we all
So
qualify.
late 19th century to early 20th century, and I'm trying to find the exact date. So what that would be from 18 what? Okay, so 1877 until 1965.
Damn, almost
Right.
100 years.
Okay, so we will all, you and I, because we would be second generation after that point,
Mm-hmm.
that we would qualify for Jim Crow. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I'm all for Jim Crow, but yeah, I mean, slavery would be a lot harder to prove.
Yeah, slavery would definitely be a lot harder, but that was just something that she brought up. There's plenty ideas floating around about how reparations should be enacted for
I
us, as
mean,
well as
shit,
how you should go about being able
fucking,
to.
fucking birth certificate should be enough.
I mean, but so as we get ready to wind down, man, I want to touch into your favorite topic, T Night, because the All-Star game, for the first time in NBA history, somebody put up 200 points in the game.
Yeah.
Man, what was your thoughts, man? What do you think? What do you think specifically
Well,
that the NBA should do about a very non-competitive All-Star weekend?
well, I haven't watched the All Star game personally, probably since the late 2000s.
Okay.
The Kobe's, the Vince Carters, and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And that's probably mainly because they were competitive, and they came from that generation where niggas didn't want to lose or look or feel embarrassed.
Right.
That somebody put a move on them and dunk on them on them and shit. And plus, we didn't look at 3-pointers as if you took 10 3-pointers in a game, you probably didn't even, you know what I'm saying? You probably weren't even a part of a team at that point. If you was
Right.
a high value 3-point shooter and that's all you can do. So I mean, it's just different eras. But if you want to make it competitive, I feel like even in this era, you're gonna have to start reverting back to what it used to be. And I'm not even talking about Kobe and Vince and all them era. You're gonna have to revert it back to fucking Wilt Chamberlain era when there wasn't no 3-pointers.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have
Well,
to
that
take
ain't
away.
happening. So what's your
No, no,
idea?
hold on.
Yeah.
It can't happen. But you add a little twist to it. So instead of 3-pointers, which is I think regulation, I think from the side to the rim is like 22.4 feet, and then from the top of the key it's probably like 23.5 feet or something like that to the basket. So if you eliminate that, right? So there's no threes, but you add a 4-point shot, which would probably be like 30 feet or above. You know what I'm saying? Like, then niggas know that they ain't about to take no 4-point shot in the middle of an All-Star game and probably, you know what I'm saying? Like that's really tacky or whatever. I mean, there's only one or two people in the whole NBA that could probably make that, which is Dame and probably Steph, and they're getting older. So if you take away the regular 3-point line and add a 4-point line and just make niggas just score twos all game, and here's the plot twist: you take away free throws. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can have fouls, and if niggas foul out, then they foul out. But if you take away free throws and just have twos like a fucking 21 or not 21, but a regular 32,
21.
niggas will definitely play their ass off. And then if you add more incentives, I feel like it's just too much money for people. I mean, too less of an incentive for people to actually play hard in an All-Star game when you already making 300 million in a regular season. So if you take away free throws, take away 3-pointers, add a 4-point line, which is a very far line or whatever, and make people actually play 32, and then add an incentive, that's that's a hefty incentive or whatever. I think then you will have, like, you should take half their, if let's say you an all-star, right? Your all-star appearance or whatever binds into your contract. If you make the all-star game and you say, all right, if you make the all-star game, 5 million of your to $300 million contract will be towards this All Star game, and then I think niggas will start playing competitive. But you got to take it back to the basics of what basketball is really like, because I mean, scoring 211 points and nothing was competitive about it. Motherfuckers throwing alley oops off the backboard or throwing up threes, 93s a game. That shit is just like, I mean, I haven't watched since the early 90s. And when I check the stat box, I just know it's the same shit. Bunch of threes and showboat. That's it. So that's my take.
Yeah. I wonder what I think there has to be some potential incentives, but I mean, how do you incentivize these rich guys? Because it's interesting, the talk is about how they approach summer leagues, though, Drew leagues, and they sweat, and I get that this is a glorified charity game, but like, what would make these guys actually sweat, though,
Yeah, I mean, well, at that point, then why do you invite or vote in players that are a part of bum teams then, right? So if you an all-star and you got your team on a good incline or a playoff contender or championship contender, and you invite somebody that's on the Bulls or some shit that ain't gonna make a difference in the standings or whatever. Um, if you stop inviting them or voting them, then you can have a scenario where, okay, we got a bunch of Boston Celtics, Milwaukee Buck players, where if you say, all right, East versus West, and whoever wins get home court advantage, that means you get 4 extra fucking games. You get 4 games versus 3 in the finals, and you already know that extra home game will make a fucking difference. And
Yeah.
so, and then like if you say, all right, if you win this game, you get an extra $10 million. I'm already knowing that the NBA, money is long. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure with the TV revenue that they can probably take away maybe 5, 6, 7 games that they already display on Thursday, TNT, NBA Network, on Tuesday or whatever, and like take away some of that money and put it towards the All Star game. I'm pretty sure that you can up the ante on the All Star game. $15 million for the winner. $10 million on the loser. And hold on, here's another thought. Stop voting in these motherfuckers that's been going for 10 straight years, 15 straight years. We all know LeBron is probably doing it for, you know what I'm saying, like just an appearance. Stop voting him in because like they do it for the Olympics. Like you can't do no more than 4 Olympics.
But he a
You
I
know what I'm
think
crowd
saying?
draw
Like
though.
I do
you know
think
what I'm
you're
saying?
exactly. I mean, he a crowd draw. So, but I think maybe they should go and do some different type of stuff. Maybe 3-on-3, 1-on-1. You know,
No,
maybe
look, you stop inviting the Kevin Durant's, the LeBrons, and
they earned
everything.
that though, and
No,
they have
look,
the incentives time
look.
to.
I mean, I think the NBA is in good hands. You got Shea, you got Zion, you got all Victor Wembanyama. Like, invite them to the NBA All Star Game and have them go at it. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be thirsty to make $15 million because they're already on a rookie contract.
But ain't
But
that what the rookie? Don't they do the rookie sophomore game? Ain't that what that is?
I mean, that shit weak as hell too. Like, I can buy a Rising Stars ticket for like $30. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit weak. You
Because
know
you're
what I'm saying?
rich.
Why not make that the All Star game? The whole NBA All Star weekend is becoming weak. You know
Yeah,
what
it
I'm saying?
is though. The whole thing is definitely.
You don't even have the real high flyers of the NBA in the dunk contest. Like, the only thing that was good was the Steph Curry versus old girl from the WNBA. That was the only highlight of the weekend, and she dominated. If she was in a real 3-point contest, she probably would have won. You know what I'm saying? But because she went against the greatest 3-point shooter of all time, she got kind of, she lost or whatever. But I think you just need to revamp and rethink and reformalize. I mean, LeBron is the cheat code. LeBron's been in the NBA for 21 years, 22 years or whatever. Of course, he's going to get voted or whatever, but and he's still performing at a high level. But why not put Victor Wembanyama in there? Why not put Zion? Why not put some of these younger cats in the All Star game? And why we have to exclude John Morant? I mean, of course he got injured, but he's an exciting basketball player who's young. Uh, he could have made up if you would have incentivized the $15 million for the All Star game, and he already had lost a bunch of money from the shooting or whatever, or the gun incident. You put him in the All Star game, I'm pretty sure he would have showed the fuck out so he
Shot
could get
they ass too.
MVP. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got
You
you
shot him.
got Paul, you got fucking Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, who probably ain't played 20% of their games in the last 6 years. You
But
know what
they
I'm
been
saying?
actually
Like,
balling this year though.
I don't give a fuck. They missed a lot of hella games in the last 4 5 years, and now they all stars because we say they Hall of Famers. Fuck that shit. The fans know who they like and who they want in there, and exclude LeBron, Kawhi, Paul George, fucking Kevin Durant. Fuck all those old niggas, right? Put the young niggas in there who's gonna carry this league for the future. Because if you really think about the essence of when they were competitive, you didn't see fucking Karl Malone in a 2020, was it 2003 All-Star game. Who you saw? You saw Kobe, you saw Kevin Durant, you saw all those young niggas, Sean Marion, you saw all those young niggas in the All-Star game performing. And the shit was great. I mean, you had Michael Jordan or whatever hit that little fadeaway to send it in overtime or whatever. But you saw a lot of young niggas. Back then, you didn't have a lot of old niggas in the fucking All Star game, and that's why you don't have the competitiveness where you have like you had it back then, because you didn't have a 20-year vet, you didn't have a 15-year vet. Them niggas was retired by the time they hit a fucking 15 years. That's the difference. And
Yeah,
that's
they
what
ass
we
beat
should,
too a little more.
huh?
They took a lot more punishment back then, though, too.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, that too. That's
So
why they
basically, it's
lasted long.
unfixable, man. Okay.
But I say you put a time limit on all-star selections. You put the young niggas in, and you incentivize it. And because I want to see Anthony Edwards go off. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Anthony Edwards versus fucking you know what I'm saying? Like
That's what I
Jason
said. Just
Tatum.
go 1-on-1. I think if they gonna do the 5-man game, they should just like do some breakouts where they do 1-to-1s, man. Have the whole court clear out or something, and just let two people that's been going at it do the season or a couple years or something go at it, man. That'd be dope.
But think about it: Anthony Edwards versus Jaylen Brown or Jason
Yeah,
Tatum.
that's what that'd be dope. Whoever, I don't know who be getting into it, but whoever's into it or had words and they on opposite teams, that would be super dope, man.
But I mean, you need to put time limits or selection limits because Anthony Davis, to be honest, in my opinion, I love Anthony Davis, but he hasn't done anything to be rewarded an All-Star appearance. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, none of these niggas deserve to be an All-Star. To be completely honest, I'm an NBA fan. I love this shit, but they don't deserve to be fucking All-Stars. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't really promote the game. I know Paul George has his podcast. Kawhi Leonard definitely doesn't promote the game. Anthony Davis don't promote the game.
Man, sound like Stephen A.
I do sound like Stephen A. And I mean, I
the
heard
worst
Stephen A say
superstar
this
ever.
shit. I heard Stephen A say this shit, and it made a lot of sense. Like, what are they doing to promote the game? They're not even fucking playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Jimmy Butler, them the niggas that's been in the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? Jokic, Jamal Murray. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the niggas that should be the face of the league because they're actually playing. They playing hard.
You gotta want to be the face.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they in the NBA Finals. Jalen Brunson, like, this nigga got the Knicks balling. You know what I'm saying? Donovan Mitchell, you know, Evan Mobley. You know what I'm saying? Like, these should be the All-Stars that should represent the East. You know what I'm saying? And Anthony Edwards, Shea Alexander Gildress, they should be, you know what I'm saying, Karl Anthony Towns, De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis. Like, these are the niggas that's supposed to be propelling our league to the next level.
They got the next up. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we shouldn't be seeing no fucking LeBron, Paul George. These niggas supposed to be been retired.
Hey, man, shit, beat them. Beat them. Like politics, beat them.
But that's the thing. Like, okay, Jokic beat LeBron 4-0. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, why aren't there more Denver Nuggets in the All-Star game? You know what I'm saying? Like, why aren't there more Boston Celtics in the All-Star game outside of Jaylen Brown and Brown. Tatum and Brown. But
man, I don't know.
I digress.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
Man, that's it, man. We over 2 hours, man.
Man, fuck that shit. Hold on.
Man. You gotta work tomorrow, man.
Yeah, I do too.
Fuck
He
y'all.
got his drink going. He ready.
Hold on. Let's talk about Justin Fields. Let's talk about Justin Fields.
Well, man, we could do this tomorrow, man. Tay off again. Hey, are you off tomorrow, Tay?
No, boy, only had 2 days off.
One more. I gotta get this off my chest. Because I've been in an argument about Justin Fields, right? This nigga, right? Ain't nobody asked this motherfucker to put in.
It doesn't make the vagina better. or better, it's one thing. A vagina. The vagina is more royal than the vagina. It just has the R at the R makes it royal. Vagina. Say it. Say vagina.
Vagina.
See, that's what I'm talking. Vagina. Give me some of that vagina.
All right. Hold on. This drunk T night. Hold on. This drunk T night. Hold on. Let me go off. Let me go off.
Hey, look, y'all, I gotta get out of here.
Hold on.
Man, see, this is what happens when you get on these cats. This man drunk.
Hold on. This is my birthday,
I'll
y'all.
see y'all.
Hold on. Toast to me.
All
Just
right,
toast
no
to me.
problem.
Right. All right. So, right. Justin Fields, right? If you can hear me, Justin Fields, you know what the fuck he was doing, man. You know what the fuck he was doing. Like, we know that there's a potential for you to be traded or not a part of the Chicago Bears in the near future. All you had to do is say that you was in your feels. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you had to do is say you was in your feelings, that you couldn't get a commitment from Ryan Poles, our general manager, that you were the quarterback of the future. Yes, we hold the number one draft pick, and we could potentially draft Caleb Williams, who everybody probably says is the next great up and coming person. But the thing is, when you unfollowed the Chicago Bears and the NFL, as you say you did that because you want to go on vacation and you didn't want to see anything. Here's the thing that I know you capping. You capping because algorithm is gonna find you no matter where the fuck you at, right? And this is just drunk T night talking. They gonna find you because motherfuckers is gonna hashtag the shit out of you, right? And if you get traded, motherfuckers is gonna alert you. So when you say you want to go on vacation, why not just you know what I'm saying, like delete your fucking Instagram? But you decided to unfollow your employer. It's not just the NFL, but your actual employer. How the fuck you think that was gonna look in the media? Motherfuckers is gonna like the interpret that you either heard something or you in your feelings. But when you came on the podcast to explain that you were you were going on vacation, that shit is cap. And you were adding to the chaos that is already ensuing in front of you. And I think that was a bad look. Even if you are the future of the Chicago Bears, but you made yourself look weak. And I think you need to, you know what I'm saying, grow up, get wiser, and just man up, man. Like you potentially could make $200 million just being cool. But you being in your fields, I think that, you know what I'm saying, you hurt your stock. Like, I know you don't really have leverage at this point, but you could have just played it cool. You could have even just said you was in your feelings and you like, fuck the Bears. They ain't doing shit. They ain't tell me that, you know what I'm saying, I'm the future, whatever, and I ain't heard shit. And I keep hearing these rumors and I want an answer. Like, that probably would have gave you more credibility and believability than you saying that you were just going on vacation, you need to unplug. That shit don't make sense because you didn't do that shit on Twitter. You have a Twitter account and you still follow your employer. So cut the cap and just say you was in your feelings, and you should take accountability on your own shit. Because if I'm employed and somebody trying to replace me with somebody they think is better, I'm gonna go ahead and go hard and say, fuck these niggas. I'm the best motherfucker that, you know what I'm saying, like, they can do this shit. and I'm pretty sure that my confidence is going to excel anything that whatever y'all think. And I'm gonna win a fucking Super Bowl no matter where the fuck I'm at. I'm gonna be a Pro Bowler, whatever. And this is Drunk T Night talking, and I'm done with this shit.
I messed up. I meant to give you the monologue music. I messed up the monologue music,
Oh, it's
man.
fine. Hey,
Next
cut that
time,
clip
man.
and then send that shit up.
Yeah. All right, my boy, man. Happy birthday
Hey,
again. Let me know if you're doing something this weekend.
Hey, cut that clip and then
Send it to you.
tag Justin Fields.
All right, bet. I'm gonna send it to you. Shit, let's make it go viral. Facts.
Hey,
I
he already know what I'm talking about. But all right, go ahead.
All right, I got you. All right, y'all. Yeah, sign it out, man. You know, one last one. Yeah, one last one for the road.
Oh,
yeah. All right, Joe. All right, my boy.
All right.
Yes, sir.